Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? He'll hand it off. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And looking for a big play here. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the Tar Heels will line up to kick it away. Running it back, it's Higgins. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Catch is made down the middle. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Stewart.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And they'll use the ground game here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserted themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's that defense shifting again. Heading left after the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today. And the look at this. It's a fake. It's caught, but now can he make the first down? Well, the tackle is made, but the fake works perfectly, and it's a first down.
Wow, what a call here by the coach. And how about the arm by the up man? What an impressive throw for that first down.
He hands it off from the gun. Takes off in the clear. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. He flips it to the back across the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it for a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up to try the extra point. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Running back with the football. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Crosses the 30. Oh, the football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Boy, Chris, excellent job by this defense. Fumble into some positive field position. Ball's on the ground. Turnover's committed. The defense scoops it up, gets across midfield, and gives their offense really good field position.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover.
Wow, that is...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Tar Heels bring their punt team onto the field.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. And they make the stop and get the ball carrier down. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And the Wildcats are going to cash in here in the red zone. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Looking to put together a positive drive here. Bringing pressure. bought some time, now lets it go. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. There's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Tar Heels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He's running out of time here. He's going to take off. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing.
And it's caught. Touchdown, UNC. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking for some space. It's Stewart. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And he drops back in the gun. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quick throw over the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Gets rid of it on the move. Pass caught on a comeback route.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, North Carolina, trying to come all the way back. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. The pass rush closing in. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Out past the 30. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Gives it to the back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's looking to scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous it can be scrambling.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the Tar Heels looking to cash in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And this one is right through. And the game is now tied. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Offense operating from the pistol. He's going to hand this off. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they will claim the second half lead.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Tar Heels will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's swarmed by the defense.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Oh, so close to executing here on the 4th down play in the 4th quarter. You're only down in possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. It's a spin move to extend the play, pick up a few extra yards.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And they get him down after the completion. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball
can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
And the Tar Heels line up on 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot.
Down he goes, a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Finds his man. Has the 1st down. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 15-yard line. And the Tar Heels looking to cash in this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Oh, and a chance and an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Wildcats will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, and he pulls in the catch, and he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
I know they have big hopes for this drive of where it can ultimately end, but by not picking up that first down, we got a 4th down. They've got to get the first down before they worry about scoring.
So down 6, they need a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Well, that's a great performance in a